like we said, this World Cup was held essentially in one city in place of, 3 million people. The next World Cup in 2026, much larger, encompassing 3 countries, total population off the top of my head, close to 500 million, not far off that. 48 teams, USA, Canada, Mexico. It's going to be very different. Yeah. And it's going to be bigger. It's going to have 48 teams. Are you one of those people, dilution of quality?
I am, yeah. I didn't say it quite like that, but yeah, I think the format in this World Cup has been excellent, with the groups of 4. If you have too many teams, you're going to dilute the quality. There's no question about that. You will get some sides that you haven't seen before, which would be good, but I think the World Cup should be about quality, not about quantity. And 48 teams is too many. This was a great World Cup in terms of the format of it, the way the teams, all the groups had something on them, the quarterfinals, the last 16. The games were all good, great format. It should have stuck to that. This is the way to go.
I disagree. I think the quality ship sailed a long time ago in terms of if you want to see the finest quality football, you go look to the best club sides where, they don't have to fit square pegs in round holes. They can train together. That's where the best coaches are. They play together all the time. Things are more refined. My concern with 48 teams would have been blowouts. Would have been, I don't want to go and see, like we've seen in the Women's World Cup, was it when the U.S. played, whoever they played, and they were winning 9-0, 11-0. I don't think you would see that because...
Well, again, that comes down to quality, doesn't it? Because we're saying the lesser teams that are coming in could get blown away.
But if you were adding Colombia or Nigeria or Norway or Italy or Hungary to this World Cup, I don't think all of a sudden we would be getting teams winning 10-0. So I think... the proportion of teams, 1 in 4, 1 in 4.5 out of the FIFA members, is roughly in line with what it's been historically. And also, I think the World Cup it's a celebration of football. Yes. It's a celebration of football to try to get people involved, to try to bring them together, to make them feel a part of this. And if you can increase the number of people who can feel a part of this, and you're doing it proportionally, I think that's a positive thing. I don't look at this for, let me see the finest practitioners of football. No, because it's Argentina and France in a final, deserved final, 2 of the 3 favorites in the tournament. And frankly, I asked you before, where would Argentina and France finish in the Premier League? We're not sure that they would qualify for the Champions League. Or even, you said even you might not make top 6. Yeah. They're Aston Villas.
Yeah, because when you actually look, when I started looking at the early on in the World Cup, I'm looking at all the teams. He doesn't get in their club side. He doesn't get in that club side. And we were talking about some of the best teams.
It's something that's different. It's a knockout competition. Crazy things happen. You coach differently. You take different. You have different appetite for risk. You get screwy results. Germany going out 2 World Cups in a row. All these things put together is what makes it special. Yeah. Just accept that it's different and that it's still exciting, and we still enjoy it. And again, I have no issue spreading the love to another 16 teams. I think there's another 16 teams that can definitely hang with us and cause.
You just want Italy to get in, don't you? That's what it is. You got to how can Italy get into the tournament?
My one concern, and people have been losing their rag about this and shouting, FIFA, they're ruining it. Initially, the proposal was, let's have 16 teams of 3. I want to reassure people. I think it's highly unlikely that that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I think we will have 12 teams of 4. I think you're going to see the best sort of second place or possibly, depending on how they do it, third place finishers go through. It will mean more games. Fortunately, you've got 3 humongous countries with plenty of stadiums where they're having them. It's going to mean a slightly longer tournament. They have to figure out, they want to fit it into 35 games. This tournament, I think, was 30 days or 31 days. 30 days, I think. Yeah. So they need to find, but that was also necessary because it was in the middle of the season, right? Past World Cups, I think, have been 32 days. I don't see a big, I think 35 days is fine. It doesn't, that doesn't hurt my summer.
No.
So I think this is...
Your wife would be pleased that you're going out for 35 days, won't she?
Maybe she'll come and visit if it's in a nice place. So yeah, I have no issue with this, right? I mean, does the dilution in quality offend you so much?
No, not at all.
Were you offended when the Euros moved to 16 teams? Did it offend you and upset you?
No, not the actual tournament itself. I think what I was looking at was the qualifiers and thinking some of the qualifying games. Now teams that aren't playing particularly well can get into the tournament.
Yeah, and I think that's something you're going to have to look at, whether it's some Nations League type format and so on. But, you know, in the end, the qualifiers are less important than the competition.
Of course
itself.
they are, yeah.
So, you know, I think there are ways around that. And personally, I see this as a positive step.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.